Now, First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rachel Coulter.
And another update for you if you've been watching or maybe you're just now tuning in. We now have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings in place locally. One out towards Cabarrus County. This is the one that we've been tracking over the hour or so. That's going to run until 8:15. Just includes Cabarrus County, even though we're starting to see some of that storm extend out towards Stanley County as well, just to the west of 52. And then we have this newly issued severe thunderstorm warning. This includes Rowan County. So Salisbury, Granite Quarry, Faith. These are areas that are going to be impacted by some really heavy rain, thunder and lightning, and that potential for some damaging wind gusts. So let's zoom into some of these storms right now, and I'll show you where we're seeing most of those impacts right along 601. This is south of Concord. This is mainly out towards Georgeville and up towards Barriers Mill, where we're still seeing impacts from that severe storm over Cabarrus County. And if you're listening in from Rowan County, so this is going to be east of Mill Bridge, right along the I-85 corridor. That is going to be a doozy of a drive if you have to head out that way. I would just avoid it for now. Whereas we're seeing some very heavy rainfall, that potential for some penny-sized hail. Every now and again, I'll see a little bit of pink on reflectivity indicating that potential for some hail. So heads up Granite Quarry. I think you're seeing the worst of this right now in terms of the potential for not only the heavy rain, the hail, but that potential for winds that are strong enough to knock down some trees and some power lines. Lots of lightning within that cell as well. Further north and west, we're still tracking a few cells right over Iredell County, north of Statesville. Another right over town. If you're listening in from Hickory and Catawba County, you've got a nice storm right overhead, and then extending out towards Burke County. Some additional showers and storms moving through. Scattered storms will continue through the evening. Check back in with meteorologist Lisa Villegas at 11. She'll have another radar update for you. Here's what to expect through the rest of the week. It's still going to be a hot and humid week. High temperatures above average in the mid-90s, just not quite as hot as the 100-degree right around temperatures that we had this past weekend. Feeling like 100 degrees though, with a daily chance of some showers and storms. I think the best chance of storms going to be tomorrow and again heading into the weekend. Really every day will at least feature that opportunity.